Dom and Rhea break the internet on Thanksgiving. So Dom and Rhea dropped a sweet little gem of a video for us on Thanksgiving where Dom and Rhea showed up uninvited to Ray Mysterio's house for Thanksgiving. Now, everybody knows I'm not a big Dominic guy. I hate on Dominic a lot, and I 100% stand by everything that I say about the guy. I just don't believe that Dominic Mysterio is ready for the amount of spotlight that he actually gets. But this right here, this type of stuff, this social media clip stuff, this pre-videotape stuff, this is the best position to put Dominic in to be successful. This is what WWE needs to be doing. Scripted moments on social media where he can do bad things that'll gain him heat with the WWE universe because he has a little bit of heat. And the more he can build upon that, the more he can do with Ray Mysterio, the better he can be. This clip was viewed like 1.5 million times on Twitter, which means it was probably twice that on YouTube and twice that on Instagram. So this clip made the rounds. I thought maybe they should have done a better job of promoting this on the actual Survivor Series show, but they really beat home this heel mentality, and they're doing a pretty good job of getting Dom over, at least as far as like pre-scripted stuff, and making him seem like a bad guy. But Dom is at his best, guys, in his young career when there's an emotional connection and an emotional investment to what he's got going on. The whole Dennis the Menace thing where he's running around being part of the Judgment Day, it's not working. The crowd is booing him less and less because he's becoming less and less relevant. And right now, the thing that involves Dominic and Ray Mysterio is the only thing that we have a real emotional connection to. And I get it. Right now, we're building towards WrestleMania. That's what WWE is doing here, right? They're building toward what I'm assuming is going to be Dominic Mysterio versus Ray Mysterio in a big WrestleMania showdown, a big WrestleMania moment where Dom probably beats Ray and they hug it out. But I get it. But in my heart of hearts, I believe that moment is better suited for a smaller premium live event than it is for WrestleMania. I just don't know that the payoff for that is going to be what WWE thinks it's going to be. And don't get me wrong, guys. The Dominic Mysterio army, which does exist, I know this firsthand, right? There's a Dominic Mysterio army. It's made up of women and kids that still wear their helmets when they ride their bikes. All of those guys are going to rate that match 5 stars. And then they're going to come at me with their pitchforks and their torches and tell me I was wrong about Dominic Mysterio all along. But the truth, it still remains. This Dominic Mysterio, Ray Mysterio stuff is better suited for like Royal Rumble, for a mid-level premium live event. Stop wasting our WrestleMania time on stuff that 90% of the audience doesn't care about. Like, let's be honest. The truth is this Ray Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio stuff is probably better suited for NXT. It's actually like perfect for NXT television. It could be given more time to breathe. It could be put in the main event spotlight. It would drive viewership to NXT, and Dominic could grow and thrive in an environment that was built for someone of his stature. He's not ready for the big show, guys. I don't know how many times I have to scream this. He's just not ready. And let's be honest at this point. If we're just going to be open and honest, the Judgment Day is mundane at this point. They're not collecting any titles. They're not picking up any consistent big wins. Damian Priest has become a 100% non-factor on Monday Night Raw. Dominic is what Dominic is. He's Rhea Ripley's little bitch. And Rhea isn't even really around the Judgment Day when it matters anymore, right? She's off doing her own thing in her own matches. Cut the group loose. Let Dom go do his NXT thing. Let him feud with his dad. Whatever they've got planned for Dom, let him go do that. Repackage Damian Priest. Let him do something. Let Finn Balor move on to the real push that he deserves. And let Rhea Ripley start actually getting involved in a women's division that feels like it's getting a little stagnant. It's time. Like, it's time to let go of some of these things. The Judgment Day was a failed project. From the minute Edge stepped out of the Judgment Day, they were a wounded bird, and they fluttered around, and they had little gleams and glimpses of possibility, but for the most part, like they fluttered and their flame has gone out. I think it's time. I think the OC should end the Judgment Day, and Finn should move on, and we should do other things. That's just my opinion on that.